Good morning. Good morning. It's 3 o'clock, 3:10 a.m. I'm on my way to my favorite destination spot. That would be the gym. It's my favorite spot because it's the place where I get the most discipline.
If it was raining or snowing,
Let me turn
sometimes it was a
this off
beautiful
real
night,
quick.
sometimes it wasn't.
Sorry about that. Keep in control of your fears. I've said this before. In the morning time is probably when everything starts coming to me in more of a everything starts coming to me more in terms of anxiety, thinking about what I need to do for the day. Was this complete? Is a client happy? Is this deal going to go through? Is it going to close? Is how's it going to happen? How's it going to work out? And when I say that, it's not as if I'm talking about a span of all morning or hours in the morning. I'm literally talking about what is lasts for maybe a couple minutes feels like it's a very long time, especially when it's anxiety about the future and how unknown whatever it is that you're worrying about, uh, how it might work out. And there's been something that I use that's been pretty, it's been pretty successful in combating a couple things. It's been successful in me combating fear. It's been successful in me combating looking at pornography. Um, because I know that there's going to be certain forces that come at me in order to, and I'll just call that force by name, the devil. There's just going to be the devil's going to come at me. Let's go and call dude by his name so that way we can get him out there and we can expose him. That's going to try to throw you off your game plan. You know, if the devil can tempt me to look at pornography, then what he's doing is he's ultimately taking my attention away from uh, my family, or he's taking my attention away from growing my business, because it's time consuming to sit there and flip through your phone and look at porn, right? But let's also see how the devil plays game. Yeah, I'm gonna call him all the way out. You know how sometimes people want to be politically correct on the news and they say, such and such. We're not going to say any names for liability reasons. Well, listen, the devil can't do nothing to me as long as I keep calling him out and exposing him. All I do is just build a bigger case on why you need to resist against this fella, right? So let's say the other thing is fear. What happens when you're in fear? Fear holds you back from reaching out to your most ultimate awesomeness, right? It happens. The thing that I use that helps me is, one, to remember there's a promise on my life that I have absolutely nothing to fear. But two, when those things start trying me, I usually just say, devil, you're lying. Dude, you're lying. You're lying. I know your game. I know what you're up to. See, because if you notice something, for every problem, and trust me, everybody's had a problem. I guarantee you've had a problem that looked like it was unsolvable. But yet you're still here. What is it? It's Thursday, or it's Wednesday, April 25th. You're still here. You didn't die as a result of it, even though at the moment it may have looked like death. You got past it, you got by it, you got over it, you smiled again, you laughed again, you cried again, you got over it. It was done. But the devil will have you believe that that is the end. Distraction. See, you got to be mindful of all the things that are going to be a distraction to you in your life. See, so I can have bouts of anxiety, but ultimately, at the end of the day, I got to know how I can defeat that. How I can fight fire with fire. Because nothing should get in the way of your game plan. Nothing should get in the way of your ultimate life's destiny. I walked into the gym yesterday, and I don't know how I end up talking to this young lady. She works behind the counter, and we always say good morning. Hey, good morning, blah blah blah. Get my towel, go do my thing. And she said, "Man, I'm tired." She's got to be about 18, 19 years old. I don't know how you tired. So I say, "Hey, I'm tired." That's okay. That's all right. Well, she says, "Yeah, I'm tired." And she says, "I don't like my job." I said, "Okay." She says, "Yeah, I have two jobs here, and then I work at a coffee house." I said, "Okay, cool." That's how I'm talking. I'm like, "Okay, cool." She says, "Yeah, I don't like it, and I'm tired, and I really don't like it here. I like the people, but I really don't like it here. It just doesn't challenge me." Well, you might not want to say that too loud, because if they hear that you don't like it here, they might fire you and find somebody who do like it here. And she says, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Hey, let me ask you real quick, what's your goal?" And she said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I mean, what's the purpose of even working here? What's the deal? You work here because they give you free gym membership. You work here because it's a good place to make contacts. You work here because you're trying to save up enough money to pay for college, go to school. What's the goal?" She says, "Well, I don't have a goal." That's crazy. That's crazy talk. That you could literally float around this universe and not have a goal in mind for why you get up and what you're doing. I know what my goal is. But see, that's even another game that the devil will play. He will play that game of don't figure out what your purpose is each and every day. Because see, if you figure out your purpose and you are able to outline your goal, then you're working towards something. And as long as you're working towards something, you don't have an idle mind. You're constantly moving. Right? And we know the devil don't like when you're constantly moving. I hear him talking to me while I'm on the stair climber. Go ahead and get down. Did enough. Did okay for today. Go ahead, get down. Finish your workout. Let's get out of here. Let's go get us some coffee. You got to be strong in those times when you want to be weak. And boy, I tell you, there's weaknesses all around. They are all around. Intended to get you off track, get you unfocused, get you unglued from your goal, get you pointed ass backwards in another direction. But if you're mindful and you recognize there's nothing that can get in your way, and every single problem has a solution. It's a fact. Just look back at how many different situations or crucial, critical binds you found yourself in your life. And then ask yourself, how many of them are you still in? And then come to a thought about how you got out of it. And then tell yourself, there's always a solution. Sometimes you need to step back. Sometimes you need to refocus. Sometimes you need to look outside the box. But there's always a solution. I'll give you an example. I have an appraisal coming back. I have this particular situation with my client where I'm selling their home. Now, this is an older client. You can't be doing a whole lot of shucking and jiving with the old folks. They not going for it. One, and two, it's just not cool. You want to get them what they ask for and deliver to them, because we know that money at a certain age is no longer an issue. Now it is time. I hired you because I need you to save me time and get it happening. Well, we have another house under contract that they're going to move into. I've went as far as ordered all the repairs to be done, went as far as to order the pod, order the movers, pay for it all up front in order to get them from point A straight into point B, and the appraisal on their house is being held up. The value is potentially low, high. We don't know. The appraiser came back, said we need some additional information to make sure that we give you the value that you need, or we get close. We don't know what the appraiser might do. That could throw a monkey wrench in the situation. But see, just at the moment when I start thinking, we did this, well, we worked in the direction of faith. We ordered and paid for everything in the direction of, see, faith is being able to do something without seeing it. See, we didn't foresee these problems, but we had faith that we were going to move in the direction of selling this home, buying this home. So we did everything in accordance with making that possible. But now you have an appraiser coming in there saying that the value may not be right where it needs to be, which could pose a problem for the buyer and the seller, because they have to be able to make a deal that works for both sides. But just when I start thinking that, hey, maybe this isn't going to work, I start saying it's got to work. Who cares? Let's say the appraisal came in low, $5,000, $6,000. Let's say it came in low, $10,000. $10,000. What can we do? What can we do? Right? Yeah. We could do a lot. We could ask the buyer to come off some of their concessions. We can ask the lender to discount some of their rates. We can ask title to discount some of their rates. Right? We can ask the buyer to carry the rest of the money that we came up short on the appraisal on. We can do a multitude of things. But the one thing we can't do is act like there's not a solution. That is the one thing that will become a detriment to anything that you do in life, is that the moment something comes against you that is not in favor of you, to just fold up shop and say it's not going to work. I can give you more examples of why that's not good, but the bottom line is you have to be mindful of the fact that when something opposes you, it doesn't mean that it's not meant to be. It just means that you have to try a little bit harder, think a little bit harder, go outside the box, and move in the direction of what you want. That's that. So recognize that anxiety that you may have, or some of those other issues that you may be going through, they only last for a moment, and they're typically the result of the devil simply playing a game. You can either choose to play the game or not. It's up to you.